Welcome back to the second half of our second game in our SAGU Sports Network doubleheader. Your SAGU Lions holding on to a 39-26 lead against the John Brown Golden Eagles, and there you see it. The numbers really can tell the difference. 36% from the field for the Lions, just 30% from the field for John Brown. And really that's a big reason why they went through that drought in the second half of that first half, where they didn't score for what seemed like forever. Both teams shooting similarly from the free throw line, 67% for each team. John Brown, 31% from the three-point line, SAGU 19%, but they haven't shot that many threes. Have the SAGU Lions. The Lions out rebounding John Brown, 31-21. And then you see 7 turnovers for John Brown to SAGU's 2. As we get set for the second half, the SAGU Lions will have the ball to start as Cam Hill going to do the point guard duties here for the first possession. Gets it out to Patillo. Out to Tipton from Hill. Tipton kicking it out to Metter. Back to Tipton for a long three-point attempt, no good. And saved by Cam Hill as he gets it to his teammate. Long three from Metter is good. What a play by Cam Hill to save that ball from going out of bounds in the corner and finding his teammate Metter to hit the three to start the second half for the Lions.
Well, that's kind of a new thing from Metter. I don't think we expect him to hit very many threes, but that's what you just call a bonus.
Here come the Lions now after the John Brown miss, leading by 16 now, 42-26. After again that three from Desmond Metter. Sims gets it down to Patillo. Patillo can't get the left-handed hook shot to go in. And John Brown, Jake Cottle open in the corner, had his hands up. No one saw him, however. Got to get him going. Their leading scorer held to 9 points in the first half. It looked like he was going to go off this game after he hit 3 out of 4 three-point shots to start the scoring for John Brown, but he's been held in check to 0 points since then, and it's really attributed to the Lions' run where they jumped out to a big lead. That foul call on Metter is going to be his second of the game. He will remain in the game, however. Here is Bowling, leaves it for Grabliauskas, back to Cottle. Cottle giving it up here, now trying to break down Sims. Good bounce pass to Toussaint. Toussaint gets stuffed by the rim, and a foul called on John Brown. Brenton Toussaint looked like he had a wide open dunk and just got stuffed by the front of the rim. Just could not get it all the way down. And then a foul called on Mateo Habazin. That's going to be his third of the game. And the big man is in trouble here as he picks up his third foul with less than 2 minutes gone here in the second half. Metter going to leave it for Patillo. Patillo guarded by Habazin. Here's Hill, has 7 to shoot. Driving, tough, high layup, no good. It's going to hit the shot clock. And it's going to go to John Brown. Grabliauskas leaves it for Josh Bowling. Back to Grabliauskas, down low to Habazin. Trying to back down Patillo. And stuffed by Patillo, and SAGU has possession. They are in transition here. Good defense by Patillo on the big Habazin to just stuff that shot back down. And then Patillo loses possession off the pass from Cam Hill and gives it right back to the Golden Eagles. Grabliauskas bringing it up. Leaves it for Waller, who gives it back to Bowling. Bowling guarded by Tipton. Tipton pokes at it at first. Double team bowling. Grabliauskas, there's going to be a whistle, and they're going to call a travel on Rokas Grabliauskas. You see here. Looked awkward enough that they're going to call the travel on it. Cam Hill up ahead to Metter. Leaving it for Patillo. Sims guarded by Cottle. Here's Tipton for three, and it's good. Lance Tipton giving the Lions a 19-point lead, his 10th point of the night. 45-26. The Lions are rolling against John Brown right now. Bowling out to Waller. Out to Grabliauskas. Benjamin Smith thought about the three. There's Grabliauskas. And they're going to get a foul on Tipton. It's going to be on the floor. Lance Tipton is going to pick up his second foul of the game, and you see it here. This kind of hooked and reached in a little too much against Grabliauskas, and Grabliauskas drew the foul. Jalen Rucker checks into the game for the first time for John Brown. In the corner is Waller. The three-pointer is up, no good. Tipton brings down the rebound. Over to Darren Sims. Sims, good move, trying to drive to the basket. He's going to pull up for three. No good. Tipton gets the rebound, though. Stole it away from Waller. Second chance opportunity here for the Lions. Sims going to shoot from three again. Still can't find it, and that's going to be JBU ball, still down by 19. Here's Joksimovic looking for some help. He finds Rucker. Rucker finds Smith over to Waller. Back to Rucker. He's going to fire up a three, and it's good. Jalen Rucker has his first points of the night, and that's a big three-pointer as John Brown tries to cut into the SAGU lead.
Well, we know that John Brown can quickly light it up and get back into this game, but they're going to have to play a little extra special defense and keep SAGU from any of those second chance points, just like you're seeing right now. SAGU creating those second chance opportunities. Now JBU has to eliminate that if they want to get back into the contention to even have a shot at winning down the stretch.
Late whistle, foul called on Christian Joksimovic, and Metter's going to go to the line here for two. Looks like he fouled him on the way up of that initial shot. And he's going to miss the first end of this two-shot opportunity. Metter having himself a good game. He's got 9 points tonight for the Lions. And the second free throw is up, and it's good. As SAGU still has a very good lead here. 17 is the lead now for the Lions. Cottle trying to cut to the basket, and really some good physical defense by the Lions.
Well, Cottle just slipped on his cut to go down there. You'll see, watch him. He slides his right foot, slid out from under him, and just couldn't make the good sharp cut to receive the pass.
Here is Cottle. Quarter with the three-pointer, banks it in. Nathan Quarter, the freshman.
Banks are open in Arkansas on Saturdays.
Here is Tipton driving, layup up, and can't find it. Patillo fighting for the rebound, can't bring it in. Here's Cottle up ahead. SAGU now with a 14-point lead. Cottle lays it up and in. Jake Cottle finally scoring after early in that first half. And if they want any chance of cutting into this lead and coming back, it's got to come off the hands of Jake Cottle. Here's Swearingen guarded by Rucker. Up, tough layup, he gets fouled. Swearingen's going to go to the line here for two.
That was a little weird, the way Swearingen went in. It looked like he was moving in slow motion, just kind of creeping down there. And you see he got hit on the arm, which will send you to the line almost every time.
Swearingen's first free throw is good. Josh Swearingen, who's been very good from the free throw line this season, and continues that good performance tonight. Just his 5th point of the night. Swearingen's second free throw is good. Swearingen a 77% free throw shooter, so it's definitely not wise to put him on the line. Three-point attempt from Benjamin Smith is up, and it's good. Benjamin Smith making his way into the three-point column. SAGU now with an 11-point lead. Lance Tipton for three now is good. Lance Tipton feeling it tonight from three-point range.
Yeah, and you just can't give him that clean of a look. I'm sure the scouting reports out that Tipton can shoot. You got to play him right up close and get into his chest, disturb that rhythm.
Looking for the entry pass down low to Denzier Carnes, and SAGU gets the steal. Here's Darian Davis for three, no good. Tipton can't find the rebound. It's brought in by Ben Smith. Jalen Rucker off the hand of Swearingen, and it's going to go off the knee of Rucker, rather, and be SAGU's ball.
Swearingen did create that right here. You'll see him get his hand. He's so quick and shifty. Love it. Look at that.
Off the knee of Jalen Rucker, SAGU ball.
He's such a savvy basketball player.
51-37. Darian Davis now with it in the corner, leaves it for Tipton. Tipton, mid-range jumper, draws the foul, and is going to go to the line here for two shots. That shot really was no danger of going in. Here you see Tipton.
Good little fake and jab down. Good defense there. Just continued and hit Tipton on the hand.
Tipton's first free throw is up, and it's good. Tipton, another individual you don't want to put on the free throw line often, is shooting also 77%. The Lions as a team shoot 71%, so the last game against Bacone must have been an anomaly, as the Lions shooting very well from the free throw line tonight.
Well, you know, historically, if you want to be considered a good free throw shooting team, you've got to be over 75. You've got to be able to convert at least 3 out of 4. But really, when you're acknowledged for being a good shooting team, it's going to be somewhere in that 78 to 82 range. And that's where JBU sits. Now, JBU just can't get to the line to shoot a lot of free throws. So it's not going to help them in this particular case. They're going to have to start being a little more accurate with their three-point shots.
Here is Waller. The mid-range jumper is good. Now 53-39, and the SAGU lead remains at 14. Leaves it for Kashila. A long three-point attempt is good. What a shot by Joshua Kashila. Answers that mid-range jumper from Waller with a three-point of his own, and gives SAGU a 17-point lead again. Long three from quarter, no good. Rebound by Davis. Up ahead here for Sims. Leaves it for Swearingen. Looking for Kashila in the corner. It gets to him after the tip. A whistle and a travel on Kashila. And he does not agree with that call.
Yeah, he's saying that he took the bounce and then took his 2 steps. Yeah, I think I agree with him there. He's allowed the 2 steps just because he went backwards instead of forwards. Not really an issue.
Kashila almost comes up with the steal on Waller. Tipton guarding Cottle. What a pass, able to get that in there. And then the foul, Toussaint goes up tough and converts the layup and the foul. Brenton Toussaint.
Toussaint needs to convert this. This will be a big momentum breaker, at least. JBU against that SAGU momentum that they've had. And that's one thing that they need. And as well, we'll just get it.
Brenton Toussaint hits the free throw, cuts it to 12, or rather 14 now for the SAGU lead. And then a turnover. Darian Davis tried to rocket it off the JBU defender out of bounds. Here comes JBU, and Lance Tipton gets his hand in there, gets a steal up ahead to Swearingen. Swearingen's got Cam Hill, but he elects to give it out to Davis. Here's Kashila. Thought about shooting a 3, but pumps and looks to set up some offense here. Here's Davis. Out to Hill. A long 3 from the Lions logo. No good. Swearingen comes down with the rebound. Gives it to Davis. Up and in. Darian Davis takes the feed from Josh Swearingen. And the second chance opportunity helps the Lions at that point. Here's Bowling, gives it over to Toussaint. Over to Cottle, good look for Cottle, and it's good. It's amazing what he can do with just even a little bit of room, and that was a pretty good look.
If he can step in with that rhythm, and that's what he did, caught the ball in rhythm and just went into his shot. Great move by Tipton.
Lance Tipton, the shooter, known for his shooting, is able to get to the basket, drive hard, and make the layup contested. Good job by Lance Tipton.
Being very creative here. He saw that he had, if you back that up, and you can see the moment he recognizes he's going to get the position right here. He gets lateral, completely parallel with his player. Keep going. And right there at the elbow says, I can make the turn. And then he squeezed through in just as he was going to the basket. Great for a sophomore. That's great recognition, great floor balance recognition there.
Coach Delton Deal coaching his team up after the timeout from John Brown as SAGU is back out to a 15-point lead. And the Lions just taking it to the Golden Eagles. And this is just a testament that shows how tough this Sooner Athletic Conference can be. SAGU, who coming into tonight sat below the Golden Eagles in the standings, if only one game in the loss column. But SAGU really doing a good job of extending this lead and keeping them at arm's length. As you have a look in at Wayland Baptist and Mackey. Wayland Baptist with a 10-point lead as they are about 14 minutes left in that second half. Wayland Baptist, of course, they are the home team. And they just have the chance to extend that lead even further as they have an and-one opportunity. But we're back here in Waxahachie as John Brown faces a 15-point deficit. Trying to get it down low to Habazin. He takes a contact. The fadeaway jumper goes in. Mateo Habazin is so tough down low. Here's Swearingen. Out to Kashila, over to Darian Davis. Back to Kashila. Down low, here's Patillo. Looking to back down Habazin. Leaves it for Kashila. Up and under. Josh Kashila having himself a night. 7 points all coming here in the second half. Josh Kashila.
He's just got a good natural game, a very instinctive game, knows where he is, knows what he can do with the ball, and just trusts it. That ball even was tipped, I believe.
And good passing in the paint by Patillo to recognize that back door that Kashila had wide open. Now here is John Brown, still down 15. Cottle. There's going to be a whistle, a foul on the floor. We'll see who they call this on. It's going to be on Kashila. That is his third foul. So he's got to be a little bit careful here with about 10.5 left to play. Here's Joksimovic. Driving baseline now. Somehow fits that pass in there. And then the SAGU defense is so good down low, but a foul called, and it looks like...
Yeah, now you would really love to see the big guy hold on to that and just go up real strong. And I realized there were some hands in there, but he's strong enough to get that ball up over his head, turn around, and just easily dink that ball in. That
foul was on Patillo. Patillo now defense guarding against Habazin. Kicks it out to Waller. Waller with the floater, no good. And that's going to be SAGU. It looked like it was going to be SAGU ball, but Cottle saves it, but throws it right to SAGU. Here's Kashila. Out to Cam Hill. He's got a three-point attempt. It's up, no good. Rebound brought down by Darrell Jones. Here's Jones spinning around Patillo. Finds Cottle down low. Cottle.
Great hands.
Shot off and convert. 16 points for Jake Cottle. Darian Davis looking to spin around Joksimovic. Can't do so. Looking for some help. Cam Hill brings that pass in. 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Here's Kashila. Steps back and then turns the ball over. Here's Joksimovic all the way, going to throw it down on the fast break, and he's going to get a technical as he hung on the rim after the dunk, and that is something you can't even do for half a second as far as the
Yeah.
NAIA goes. You can't hang on to the rim at all.
Yeah, well, you got teed up in any league on that. He actually pulled himself up. This is not practice, young man. You just got to let go. Dunk it and let go.
There you see the quick technical as Cameron Hill is taking the free throws for the Lions, and he makes the first.
Cameron Hill coming in.
One, rather.
Yeah, had a miserable free throw shooting night on Thursday and really making up for that today.
Makes the technical free throw. Now SAGU's going to get possession after that technical foul called on Christian Joksimovic after he pulls himself up after the dunk. Joksimovic going to go to the bench. Still shaking his head at the technical foul call. Cody Farmer's entered the game. Here's Josh Swearengin, thinks about a three, gives it over to Tipton. Here's Darren Sims. He can shoot it. Three is up, and it's good. Darren Sims hits the three. SAGU doing a better job in the second half here of converting these three-point attempts. Did not shoot well, 18% in that first half. Patillo almost gets a steal. Benjamin Smith, good patience to get that shot up and in. 66-53 now. Cody Farmer kicks it out to Patillo. Patillo finds Tipton. Guarded by Bowling. Tipton looking for Cody Farmer, but off the back of Marquise Waller.
Great defense there. Kept his arm up high. Didn't even look, but just gave himself a chance at a good defensive play. And then comes down and makes a great offensive play for 2 points.
Marquise Waller cuts this lead to just 11. And you got to think if SAGU doesn't score here and John Brown scores on the other end, Coach Deal's going to have to use a timeout. Patillo in the corner. To Tipton, over to Sims, over to Farmer. Farmer cuts, layup up, can't get the scoop. And a foul called on Patillo as he fouls Ben Smith on the way down with the rebound. Cody Farmer had a chance there. Looked like he just tried to maybe get a little too fancy with it. And he just kind of blew the layup. Here you go. Had a chance.
Yeah, absolutely. Blew the layup and a little too handsy by Patillo right there. No need to just start swatting at the ball off of a good rebound. Had it securely in possession. Just turn around, go back, and get set up for your defensive stance.
Here's Jalen Rucker who checks into the game. Here's Cottle. Cottle getting it out to Waller. And Waller driving hard. Marquise Waller taking over this second half as he cuts the Lions' lead to just 9. SAGU who had as much as a 19-point lead here in the second half, now just leading by 9. Darren Sims gets fouled. There's going to be a 1-and-1 opportunity. There should be a 1-and-1 opportunity here for Sims, and they will send him. Should be sending him to the line.
Coach Dill just calling for his team. He's not going to react just yet with that timeout, but calling for his team to settle down. Let's see a half-court set. Let's make them work really hard on defense. That's how we're going to – they're tired, and this is just a little bit of a push, a little bit of run. All games are built on ebbs and flows. We'll withstand this. Let's just stay right here, get a good offensive possession, make them work for it.
One foul to give here for John Brown. No fouls to give. That was their last foul. And Darian Davis drives hard to the basket, gets the layup and the foul.
Well, if you see this on the replay, the defender actually slips him. Not a foul. Not a foul. And you got the benefit of just the way it looked and probably some anticipation on the referee's part. But defensively, that was a good slip, but also very, very good concentration on Darren Davis to finish that. He was expecting the contact.
Jalen Rucker driving hard now, kicks it out to Waller. Waller for three, no good. Benjamin Smith gets the rebound. Tipton fighting for it with Bowling, but Bowling too big and too strong. Pulls that away from Tipton and hits the layup.
And you see just what John Brown can do if they put their mind to it. They could really dominate on the offensive glass, but have not shown the effort tonight.
Darian Davis, a turnaround J, no good. And now JBU, who's within 10, pushing it up court. Here's Bowling. Caudle's wide open, and then breaking on the ball, Darren Sims. Coming from behind was Jalen Rucker, who makes a fantastic play and strips the ball from Darren Sims, who had an open lane, but the speed from Rucker.
Look at this speed. Wow, just caught up and just barely tipped it hard enough to get it loose from Darren Sims. Can't relax on this JBU team. They're going to come out and they're going to play really aggressive, try to get this thing cut down to a manageable number late in the half.
Lance Tipton misses that shot, and JBU now within 10 with just under 6.5 left to play. Bowling down low to Waller. Why not? He's had the hot hand here in the second half. Kicks it out to Rucker. Down low here to Toussaint. Toussaint so big and strong in the paint. Good defense there by Darian Davis as Toussaint just misses the shot. Now Cam Hill.
Yeah, Toussaint looked like he reacted. He was expecting more contact there and just kind of put up a really sloppy shot instead of a good fundamental square your shoulders, go hard into the basket and make the layup. And just trying to be a little too fancy there.
Tipped in a long three, no good, and it gets nothing but an air ball here as John Brown, Jalen Rucker leading the charge. Here's Waller in the corner. Thought about three, but now he's going to take it to the paint and up and in. Marquise Waller cutting the lead to 8 here for the Lions.
And as I said in pregame, this is a guy that you've really got to keep your eye on because he can make things happen. We saw this last year. He did the same thing late in the game and just became a force of scoring when the well was dry. He kind of dug a little bit deeper and hit a gusher. And Waller, and still saving a little bit of energy for Caudle. You can't take your mind off of Caudle just because Waller gets hot. Caudle can come in and get this thing knotted up very, very quickly.
Timeout by Coach Deal as he talks to his team here. Again, just an 8-point lead for the Lions with about 5.5 left to play here in the second half. As we give you a look in, Wayland Baptist still has the lead by 12 against Mac U, 51-39, as they're about halfway done with their second half.
And that looks to be a really low-scoring affair from Wayland Baptist, averaging probably almost 100 points a game. Uncharacteristic, and so it looks like a big defensive battle in Plainview.
Marquise Waller with that shot gets his 10th point of the night, shooting 50% from the field.
All in the second half.
All in the second half. Leading the way for John Brown, of course, is Jake Caudle, 16 points. And then for SAGU, Lance Tipton with 17, and Cam Hill and Desmond Metter both with 10 each. SAGU with possession now. Sims looking down low to Cam Hill. Cam Hill trying to go strong in the paint. Can't convert the shot. Now here's Jalen Rucker up ahead to Caudle. Darren Sims guarding Caudle. Caudle kicks it back out to Waller. Out to Rucker. Swings it over to his teammate on the wing. Back out to Waller. Long two is up, no good. Tipton can't get the rebound. Toussaint so strong down low, and the Lions come up with it. Here's Cam Hill ahead, does not have the numbers. He's going to wait for his teammates. Sims over to Davis. Gets his man in the air, but gives it up to Sims. Davis down low.
Great slip right there by Davis.
And he blows the shot. Had an easy shot there off the backboard.
And doesn't play good defense, gets real lazy.
And that's going to turn into a point for, or a made shot for John Brown as Toussaint gets around the defender and converts. Poor series of events there for Darian Davis. Can he make up for it here? Layup is up and in. He converts this one.
Good slip. They're letting the SAGU offense slip down into the paint and giving them a good look at it, hoping that they will miss because they're grabbing all the defensive rebounds. So JBU's done a good job keeping those second chance opportunities down for SAGU, but you can't let them get a good look like that
And there's Toussaint again, up and in, and a timeout by John Brown as they cut the lead to 6.
Timeout, 30-second timeout.
And that, I believe that leaves both teams with 3 timeouts left in the game here. Just 3 minutes, 47 seconds left. And a lot of timeouts, a lot of basketball left to be played. And what these youngsters for the SAGU Lions have to learn that in the SAGU Athletic Conference, you can't take anything for granted. No one's just going to lay down and die for you, especially a team like John Brown University has historically got a lot of SAGU Athletic Conference pride on the line. They're not just going to come in because it's your gym and they've been down 19, 20 points this game and just give it to you. They're going to make you earn it, and you've got to play wire to wire really, really hard and tenacious. So they got to get their mind right and play good fundamental basketball from here on out.
Swearingen with it now. Cutting to the basket, floater, no good. Not enough on it. Swearingen looking for a foul, says he got hit on the hand. Here's Jalen Rucker having a chance to really make a big dent in this lead. SAGU leading by 6. Here's Havizin. Havizin gets fouled by Darian Davis. You see Havizin down here almost lose possession of it. Keeps it inbounds, goes up strong.
And you're not going to stop him. When he starts backing up, you hear the reverse signal beeping at you. He's coming back, and you're either going to foul him or just let him have an easy 2. And I think Davis did the right thing, just kept him from trying to get the easy 2, let him earn it from the free throw line. But this is, as we indicated, one of the top teams in the nation, number 5 or 4 in the nation from the free throw line. I don't expect them to miss a whole lot coming down the stretch here.
Havizin misses that second free throw. SAGU's lead still at 5 as Metter brings it down. Looking to use a Patillo pick out to Hill. Wants to reset the offense here. Has 15 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Hill. Good move. Get to the paint. Gives it to Swearingen. Up and gets the roll. Josh Swearingen puts the lead back here to 7.
And Swearingen says that's what really happens when you don't get hit on the arm.
Entry pass down to Havizin.
Havizin's a little far out there.
Good defense by Tipton.
He's got to be careful. He's in that lane for about a half a day.
Havizin giving it. Going up back out to Rucker. Back down low. Good defense by the Lions. 3-point attempt on the way. No good. And the Lions get the rebound. That was a long defensive possession.
Yeah.
And the Lions were fortunate that they did not hit that corner 3.
And that was great patience on John Brown's part there to keep passing it around and milk that clock even though they're down. So one of the tendencies is to start to panic when you're down.
Tipton gets fouled by Waller. Going to be Waller's 3rd foul of the game as Tipton is going to go to the line. See him reach in there on Tipton as he was trying to back him down. We're actually going to get a technical foul here against John Brown. So Tipton is going to take this technical foul and then the 1-and-1 opportunity. I'm not sure the technical foul was on. There you see 17 and 9 today for Lance Tipton, having himself a very good game. First free throw up and it's good. Now one more free throw here for Tipton.
Yeah, they didn't publicly report that, so I missed exactly who that was on. I know Waller had a difference of opinion with the referee, but he walked away from the referee, and I don't know if maybe the ref was being a little sensitive and heard what he said, but I didn't see anything else going on.
So it was a 2-shot technical. Now Tipton goes to the line here for a 1-and-1 opportunity. So 4 points could be put on the board here for the Lions if Tipton can hit these next 2 shots. The first end of the 1-and-1 is up, and it's good. Lance Tipton, very good from the line. 3 in a row. Can he get that fourth one? That would be a huge, huge shot for SAGU as they would go up 11. And here is Tipton, the free throw on the way, and it's good. Clutch free throws from Lance Tipton. Puts the Lions up 11 with just about 2 minutes left to go here in the second half. Here's Quarter over to Jake Cottle. He's going to take a long three from the NAIA logo. No good. And tipping it to his teammate was Cam Hill. Lance Tipton came up with it.
Now, I like to see what Coach Dill's doing here. Just this is a maturing point for a team. You know, settling them down and getting them not out of their sync, but making sure they get a good set.
3-point attempt by Quarter, no good. Tries to save it. Swearingen gets it over to Tipton, who gets it to Metter, and the Lions are going to be fouled here. Quarter diving and trying to foul Cam Hill, and that's what they have to do right now. In about 1:20, they got to start sending SAGU to the line. And you see Quarter go all out to foul Cam Hill.
Yeah, and you got to hope that you don't have to foul Tipton or Hill today, because they seem to be red hot from the charity stripe.
Here is Cam Hill for the 1-and-1. The front end is up, and it is no good. So Cam Hill misses the free throw, an empty trip for the Lions here. And Jalen Rucker coming down. You got to think John Brown's going to start pulling some threes. Rucker, the fadeaway runner, no good. But Toussaint with the second chance offensive rebound, puts it back up, gets fouled, and makes the bucket. That is a big make for John Brown.
Absolutely.
You see Rucker, the runner, fading away. No good. But Toussaint going up through contact, making the bucket. And now a timeout for SAGU.
30-second time.
As John Brown pulls back within 9, potentially 8.
Looks like Coach Dill is drawing up a little bit of an inbounds play, making sure they get the ball inbounds, telling them they got to expect the foul, and probably putting his best shooters in the best position to grab the ball on the inbounds play, if that's the case. If not, and they get the rebound here from the free throw shot, then they all need to know, who are they going to pass it to? Who do you want the ball in their hands, or better yet, who do you know you don't want the ball to go to?
You got to think you want to put in the hands of Lance Tipton. He's got 21 points, 10 rebounds tonight, really has led the way for this Lions team and has hit a bunch of free throws tonight. The and one opportunity is no good, and Patillo is going to go to the line here as he gets fouled. And SAGU is going to have 2 shots from here on out as they are in the double bonus.
And Patillo, a better than average shooter, so probably not quite as hot as Hill and Tipton are tonight, but haven't really seen Patillo go to the line at all tonight that I can remember, but very few times if he has.
First shot is up, no good, off the back of the iron. And Patillo's got to hit this second free throw, put SAGU back up 10. And you got to feel pretty comfortable if you're up 10 here. I know you said if it's within 6, it's still anybody's ball game with the way John Brown shoots free throws.
Well, it's true, but now if you can at least collect your own free throw, you got to hit this one.
And he doesn't, so the lead remains at 9. And if you are John Brown, that's 3 quick three-pointers. You know they can hit it. Trying to get it to Cottle, stolen away by Patillo, and then up ahead is Cam Hill. He throws down the dunk, but he's going to get fouled and go to the line here for 2. SAGU players asking for a clear path foul. There you see a great steal by Patillo, just kind of rolled up Darrell Jones there. And Cam Hill giving the fans a little bit of a show there with the dunk.
Yeah.
But Hill going to the line now here for 2. The first one is up and it's good. Cam Hill very good from the line tonight and can give SAGU an 11-point lead with this free throw. With under a minute left to play, that could be nail in the coffin. It's up and it's good. 11-point lead here for SAGU. And John Brown's got to score quick. If they want any chance of coming back, they're going to need a quick three-pointer here. And he throws it away, and it's going to be Lions ball. And Jake Cottle frustrated. It looked like maybe that play was designed for him. Darren Sims to inbound here. Way up ahead, here's Cam Hill laying it up for Swearingen, who gets the dunk, but looks like Hill was fouled before the pass, so he's going to shoot 2 here. A good job by SAGU to get the ball up the court.
Very good job, and Cameron Hill has got a lot of speed on him, so when he takes off, you can kind of be confident. He's got great hands. He's going to be able to catch that leading pass. Very well designed by Coach Dill there. And I really like what we're seeing from this very young Lions team, and very, very bright future to beat a very experienced John Brown University, even though it is on your home court. I wouldn't go as far to say this is an upset, but it is one of those games that you really need if you're going to prove yourself as being the real deal in this conference. You got to win these games.
Three-point attempt from Quarter on the way, no good. Darren Sims with the rebound, gets it up ahead. Here's Cam Hill over to Lance Tipton, giving the alley-oop, can't quite get enough underneath him to get the dunk, but a good idea from Tipton, trying to give the fans a little bit of a show here. And then a foul at the end of the game. Darrell Jones goes down low and fouled by Darren Sims. With 24 seconds left, no really chance for John Brown to come back, so there's not really any need for that foul from Sims. Going for a block. Here is Jones for the three-point play. He hits the free throw. And checking back into the game for John Brown is Toussaint. SAGU still has to get the ball in here. It's only a 9-point game. And Tipton gets fouled, and that's who you want to get the ball to is Lance Tipton, as he's been automatic from the line tonight. 21 points for Tipton, looking for his 22nd and 23rd. And high percentage chance that he will get that 22nd and 23rd. He is 6 for 6 from the line tonight. And he misses the first one. We jinxed it.
I got to stop. I just got to stop talking about it.
He misses the first one, still a 9-point lead. This would still be a big free throw if he can hit the second one, giving SAGU that 10-point lead. Free throws up and it's good. Tipton hits it and SAGU again, 10-point lead. Here's Jalen Rucker giving it up to Jake Cottle. Cottle's going to try to get a shot off. Swinging it around. Here's Browning. Browning's three-point attempt, no good. Brought back down, here's Ben Smith. He hits the mid-range jumper. That was Ben Smith on that three-point attempt, my correction. Here's Tipton, he's just gonna be content to dribble it out. 2 seconds, 1 second, and the Lions are gonna walk away with an 80-73 win against the John Brown Golden Eagles. John Brown coming into today was 4-2 in conference. They're gonna fall to 4-3. And 9-6 overall, and your SAGU Lions are going to improve to 5-3, 11-5 overall, as just really an all-around impressive performance tonight. They got a big lead there at the end of the first half and held on to it, kept the Golden Eagles at arm's length, got a little close there towards the end, but SAGU just felt like they were in control the rest of the way.
Well, they did. They did a great job controlling the game and executing, not turning the ball over with ease. No unforced turnovers, really, is what I'm trying to say. And that's very, very good coming down the stretch, especially with a mature team like JBU. They could create a lot of those turnovers themselves. But I like what I see. Coach Dill doing a great job in his first year, and has these players really tuned up and understanding that they're growing. It's a process, and you got to go through the process to keep getting better. And every time I see them on the court, it seems like they're improving with every game.
There you see the end game stats for both John Brown. The final score, of course, 81-73. SAGU only shooting 35% from the field. We'll get into these a little bit later, but for now, our courtside reporter is with the player of the game, Lance Tipton, who had 22 points. Kristen, how's Lance feel about this big conference matchup?
Thanks, Adam. Lance, you're on a 4-game winning streak. What's been clicking for the team lately?
We've been playing really well as a team, rebounding the ball real well, not turning it over. We just played great defense tonight, and we were able to come out with a victory.
How do you plan on carrying this momentum into your next game against Texas Wesleyan?
Yeah, it's a tough opponent, but I think if we just keep doing our thing, push the pace, rebound well, shoot the ball well, play defense, we're gonna come out victorious again.
Thanks, Lance, and congratulations. Back to you, Adam.
Thank you, Kristen. There you hear Lance Tipton. Great game for Tipton. 22 points, 10 rebounds, including a free throw there, really to ice it at the end of the game, put that back within 10, and it really put it out of reach for John Brown.
Good to see the young sophomore there leading his team. He's going to be a great future leader of this team. And I just see all the right things happening for Coach Dill and his squad. It's not going to get any easier. I mean, tonight's was a good test, and they proved that they could handle the test, but still got a lot of really tough games coming at them, and another one coming up Monday night.
You say it doesn't get any easier. Monday night, we're going to be broadcasting the SAGU Lions hosting the Fort Worth rival, the Texas Wesleyan Rams. I am excited for this game.
Yeah,
John.
That's going to be a great game, and Texas Wesleyan can beat anyone at any time. Maybe a little down this year as in historically thinking, but we know that they can put it on you, and they did on Thursday. They beat this John Brown team pretty good. So that you're going to want to check that out if you're a Lions fan. Tune in on Monday evening for the great rivalry matchup.
The rivalry of 287. If you're a basketball fan, you're going to want to tune in for this game. But yes, tune in 6 o'clock. The women take on the Lady Rams, and then at 8 o'clock immediately following, the SAGU Lions host the Texas Wesleyan Rams. And again, that's going to be right here on the SAGU Sports Network.
I think we can safely say that Monday will begin a rivalry week because Texas Wesleyan plays SAGU here in Waxahachie, but at the end of the week, another big game will be the New England Patriots playing the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Are those your picks right now? You're jumping the gun a little bit here,
Well,
John.
that's all right. I believe it's safe to say.
You're a little more confident than I am in that matter. But regardless, tune in Monday night for the Texas Wesleyan Rams versus the SAGU Lions doubleheader. For our fantastic student crew, our courtside reporter, Kristen Urban, for my broadcast partner, as always, John Cookman, I'm Adam Ferguson. You have watched the SAGU Sports Network.